Hi guys, this video is going to be to show you how to do this how DNA controls the workings of a cell sheet. So read this top part to yourselves and let me show you what you need to do on this. I figured making a video would be a lot easier than trying to leave directions behind. So the first thing you're going to look at is what's inside this box. And if you look, it says sequence 1 human. You see DNA, then you have this strand, then it says RNA, amino acids. Then it says sequence 2 cow, and the same titles are written there. So I want you to do a few things in this box. So this is a single strand of DNA that's printed here in this human part. You know it's DNA because there's T's. You also realize there's a problem here. The problem is you're only being shown one strand. So the first thing I would like you to do is to write the other strand of DNA above this one. So if you look here, I have a T. See, can I blow this up? Nice. Okay. So I have a T, you guys know, an A goes with that. Okay, the next nucleotide is an A, so I would like you to write a T. C's go with G's. C's with G's, C's with G's. I have a G here, C goes with that. I have a T, gotta put an A. A, T. So guys, remember this base pairing rule, right? So go ahead and finish this. That's supposed to be a G. C, A, T, G, T, T, G, C, A, C, T, T, C, C, A, T, T. All right, so you'll do the same thing down here for this cow DNA. Okay, so you'll write your other DNA strand right here above it, just like we did right here. Okay, the next thing after you do that, what I want you to do is if you look underneath, it says RNA. So we're going to do transcription to this strand of DNA, the typed one, and we're going to write out what the RNA strand would look like. Okay, so remember, it's kind of the same thing, but there's no T's in RNA. There's a U there. So I'm going to do it in blue ink so we can tell the difference. So T would in a DNA would be an A in the RNA. A would go with a U. C goes with G, C goes with G, C goes with G, G's with C's, T's with A's, A's with U. You want to put a T, but you can't because we're making RNA. Okay, G's with C, a G, a U. Yeah, that'd be a U. And you guys get the idea here, right? So just keep on doing this. Gotta put a U there. U, U, G, C, A, C. U, U, C, C, A, U, U. All right. And then you will do the same thing down here for this cow DNA. Now, the sequence is a little different, so don't just copy what you did up in the human one. Okay, you have to look at each letter and make the DNA strand up above, the RNA strand underneath. Okay? Now, the next part, you need to pay attention to this. We're going to take this RNA code that we made out of the DNA, we call that transcription, and we're going to do translation to it. So we have to figure out what amino acids this RNA code is the code for. First thing I want you to do, I want you to identify the codons. Remember, a codon is 3 nucleotides in the RNA. So AUG, that's one codon. GGC, that's a codon. AUC, that's, so guys, we're just going every 3. And I'm just going to put a line. That way, they're easier to see and we don't make any mistakes. Now, AUG is a codon, and it's a codon for a certain amino acid. So how do we know what amino acid it is? Well, that's where the last page of this comes in handy. Okay, so our first codon is an A, a U, and a G. Let me show you how this works. Go to your back page. You could tear it right off if it's single-sided. So we're trying to figure out what's the amino acid for the codon AUG. Our first base is A. So guys, look, first base is A. So we're looking in this row. Our second base is U. Second base is U. So guys, if you follow these, I'm going to be in this column. this row. So I'm somehow right in here. Okay? The third base is G. So guys, here's G, right? So follow this over and you're right here. So first base said you got to be in this row. Second base said you got to be in this column. Then the third base said you're the bottom part of this thing. And it says MET. That is an abbreviation for an amino acid called methionine. We're just going to write the abbreviation MET. Put a little dash. So AUG is the codon that calls for an amino acid called methionine. Let's do the second one, GGC. Okay, let me get rid of all this. Okay, our next codon is GGC. So our first base is G. So we know, okay, we're just looking in this bottom row. Our second base is also G. So we're right here in this column. So we know we're looking in this column. And we know we're in this row, right? So we know that we're in this box here at the end. And the last base is C. Right here. So guys, right here it says gly. Okay, so we went first base was G, second base was G, that put us down in here, and then our last one was C, it says gly. That's an abbreviation for an amino acid called glycine. So we put gly. That one was for that one. Okay, let's do another one. AUC. I think you guys are getting the hang of this. Erase all these marks. Okay, guys. AUC. First base, A. Okay, so we know we're going to be looking at this row. Second base is U. So we know we're going to be in this box. Okay. Third base is C. Here's C. Come on over. Right there. Second one, it's ILE. That is an abbreviation for an amino acid called isoleucine. Okay, so you're going to put ILE. And that's what AUC is, a codon that brings in a tRNA that has an amino acid on the one end called an isoleucine. Okay, we'll do one more. GUG. Okay. First base was G. Second base was U. Okay, so we know we're right here, right? Last base is also G. So it's right here, this bottom one. It says VAL. That's an abbreviation for an amino acid called valine. So VAL. That's what GUG was the code for. So hopefully you guys see how to do this. Okay, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more codons. So you're going to get 6 more amino acids going on in here. All right. Then you're going to do all the same thing for the cow. You're going to make the DNA strand, the RNA strand, and use that codon chart to get your amino acid chain, just like we were doing for the human. Now, some of them are going to be the same. Some of them are going to be different. And just write down what it's saying. Once you get that done, look at these questions. You don't need to Google any of these questions. Okay? All of these answers come from the work that you did right up here with this human cow stuff. Okay, so try your best on these. I like these questions because what they do is they ask you something, and then they kind of prove a point to you. As you look in here, they're going to talk about mutations, so do your best. And then this stuff down here, try this out, this number 7 and 8, and that's about comparing DNA between different creatures. All right, so guys, that's what I need you to get done with this human cow DNA sheet. And if you need to go back and watch any part of this video, obviously feel free to.